3 game for many, many years. We have host families who all the players stay in. We're talking about 76 players, 76 families take these young men into their home for almost an entire week and treat them like their own. Many of the host families have been doing it for 30 years, 30 plus years. We have cheerleaders, which are a very, very important part. Cheerleaders, we have 66 cheerleaders, 33 on each of the teams, 33 Maryland, 33 Pennsylvania. They go through some stringent tryouts to make the team, and we would like to branch that program throughout the whole state. We would love to get some of the cheerleaders to be part of it from this area and be involved in the tryouts. So all these things can happen, and we're going to make them happen if we can possibly do that. The last thing before the game itself is a program called the Buddy Program. It's all the special need kids that we have in the area who become buddies to the football players. We have 78 special needs football buddies, and we have 66 football cheerleading buddies that are involved. And the camaraderie, what's the word that I want to use here, because it's important. I believe that our football players get and learn more from their buddies than their buddies do meeting with them and having a great experience. So there's a lot of things that are going on, and again, this year's game is a military-themed game because it's played on Memorial Day. Many of the military groups will be there. We have a lot of events going on. If you have an opportunity to come and see Jackson play, make sure you do. There's a lot of events and activities that lead up to the game. Now, at this time, I would like to invite some of my partners here from the military. Lieutenant Colonel Pete Lazarus, Staff Sergeant Carrillo, and Sergeant DeFazio. They have a few words that they'd like to say to you.
Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. Go Tigers! Just a quick note, thank you, Principal Bosher, for your hospitality and for the entire Tiger family and community here. It did my heart great to see the display in the foyer there of all the military service members that have come from this school and this community. So thank you for what you do for the recruiters in this area and for our country. Very much appreciated. The U.S. Marines in the Great American Rivalry Series are proud to present the Fan Favorite Contest this year. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about, is you can vote for Jackson to be your fan favorite at greatamericanrivalryseries.com/Big33 fan favorite. We'll put it up for you. I think it's right over there, and we'll get that link out to you as well. The winner, the top vote getter from each state, will be there at the game, and they'll be recognized at halftime. And their school will win $1,000 for their football program and $500 for Maryland because they're going to lose. So it'll be Jackson bringing home that $1,000, hopefully. One of the things that we're going to do also at that game is we're going to have a Maryland versus Pennsylvania chin-up challenge. And we're going to give you guys some practice today doing some chin-ups after we're done here. In the Marine Corps, we have a saying, earned, never given. So that means if you want to earn some cool swag and water bottles and T-shirts, which are on the way right now, and some lanyards, you can come down here and do some pull-ups with us for the Marines and get in shape for the contest at the Big 33 game. At this time, I'd like to invite Coach Maribel and Jackson up, and I'm going to turn the mic over to Staff Sergeant Carrillo.
Good afternoon, students and faculty at Tunkhannock High School. The United States Marine Corps is proud to honor the fighting spirit of Jackson Montrose in his selection to the Big 33 Pennsylvania team. The Marines celebrate battles won both personally and professionally. In Jackson's case, battles won athletics, competition, and in his life. On behalf of the Pennsylvania Marine Corps Recruiting Command, congratulations, Jackson, on your selection to the Big 33.
Jackson, on behalf of Big 33, we want to congratulate you on becoming part of the Big 33 family. '20 Big 33 kicker. Congratulations. I also have to add before I'm going to turn it over to Coach here in a minute to talk a little bit about Jackson, but I got to tell you this. I know you're a soccer player. I want to give a shout out to the soccer team. Thanks for making him a good kicker. Here, I'm going to introduce to you Coach.
Hey, thanks for everybody coming out to support Jackson. Guys, this is a huge deal. I just want to go over some stats real quick. We got 37 to 39 field goals. 2 of those were not his fault that we missed. We had those blocks, so that should be 39 for 39. Don't mind that. Jackson this year, accomplishments, you see it, everybody sees it. The big thing with this deal here, he led the Wyoming Valley Conference in scoring, which is huge. Just being a kicker, that's a big deal. Making this team, just to put in reality, there's 35 kids from the state of Pennsylvania. This includes single A, double A, all the way up to 6A. This is not an all-state team for your division. This is an all-state team for everybody in the entire state of Pennsylvania. That's a huge deal. 35 kids out of all the schools in the state of Pennsylvania. Our own Jackson Montrose beat those kids out. His selection, the way he was selected is a lot different than the quarterbacks and the running backs. He actually had to go to a competition with other kickers there. They didn't just watch his film, go by his records. He actually had to compete in person with the best kickers in the state, and the result, he was picked. His actions spoke louder than anything. I was at the thing in, where were we at? Spooky Nook. Great kickers. Our man came out on top, I was there, I was so impressed, I was so overwhelmed. It's a great thing with Jackson representing us, soccer, football, Tunkhannock in general. So guys, it's a great time to be a Tunkhannock Tiger. Between all our good academics that we're getting noticed for, we've done some pretty neat things in softball. We've been in the world map for that. Now we're in the state's eye for football. It's a great time to be a Tiger, but I just want to say how proud I am of Jackson. I had nothing to do with this. Jackson went on his own and got his own coaches. He did this all on his own. I want to thank the soccer coaches for allowing him to come to our practices on Thursday. That's a great thing, and I think it's a great thing that Kenny has teams working together, our athletic director, lets this thing happen where he's allowed to be a dual sport kid. So any kid, this is the sales pitch, any kid who wants to play soccer and football, it's available. So remember that. Guy or girl, anybody can kick. Okay? You have to steal the job from his little brother Gavin first. Doors always open, guys. Don't say you can't do something. Okay? We're a small town. Great things happen in this small town. So I would like to give Jackson one big standing ovation, please. If everybody can stand up. Hey, thank you very much, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Coach. Again, I'd like to thank you for allowing us to come into your school today. Was very impressed. You have a great thing going here, Mr. Bosher. Thank you.
Hey, sit tight. Thank you so much. Sit tight for just a second. I've got a couple of shout-outs and a couple of announcements. I think I appreciate that these gentlemen did such a nice job of articulating the significance of this accomplishment, and we're proud to have Jackson a part of our Tiger family. So a couple of announcements. One is this voting link. We're going to get that out we're going to get that posted on the screens in the cafeteria. We're going to get that link posted in the front lobby, and so everybody's going to get an opportunity to vote for Jackson's photo op right there so that he can win that $1,000, all right? I'd like to give a shout out to Jeff Howell and Karen Bedford for making the live stream. This thing is being live streamed, and at the conclusion of the live stream, it's going to be uploaded to our Tunkhannock School District YouTube channel. So, if you go home and your folks or your brothers and sisters, cousins want to hear about it, it's going to be available for viewing in just a matter of minutes. Before we leave, I would like to invite all of the entire football team down here to get some photos in front of this thing with Jackson. I would like to thank his grandmother and his mother for being here today to celebrate this great achievement. It is currently 2:05. I am inclined to dismiss you from here to gather. If you need to go back to period H to gather your things, do that. I would expect us to be in period I in about 6 minutes. 2:15 is when we start. So go to period H, grab your things, and report directly to period I. All right. Thank you again for your attention. All right. Have a great afternoon. Congratulations to Jackson Montrose.